This is a message for those who feel unworthy or down on yourself. And I just want you to hear this message the Lord gave me for service today. In Luke chapter 7, starting in verse 1, it says, "Now, when he concluded all his sayings in the hearings of the people, he entered Capernaum. And a certain centurion's servant, who was dear to him, was sick and ready to die. So when he heard about Jesus, he sent elders of the Jews to him, pleading with him to come and heal his servant. And when they came to Jesus, they begged him earnestly, saying that the one for whom he should do this was deserving, for he loves our nation and has built us a synagogue. Then Jesus went with them. And when he was already not, far from the house, the centurion sent friends to him, saying to him, Lord, do not trouble yourself, for I am not worthy that you should enter under my roof. Therefore I did not even think myself worthy to come to you. But say the word, and my servant will be healed. For I also am a man placed under authority, having soldiers under me. And I say to one, Go, and he goes, and to another, Come, and he comes, and to my servant, Do this, and he does it. When Jesus heard these things, he marveled at him, and turned around and said to the crowd that followed him, I say to you, I have not found such great faith, not even in Israel. And those who were sent, returning to the house, found the servant well who had been sick." I want to go back to the part where he says, Lord, let's see. Lord, this is in verse 6. Then Jesus went with them, and when he was already not far from the house, the centurion sent friends to him, saying to him, Lord, do not trouble yourself, for I am not worthy that you should enter under my roof. So this man was feeling so low on himself that he didn't feel he was worthy for God to even come into his home. Have you ever felt like that? Like, oh my gosh, I don't want somebody to come in my house, or my house isn't right, or something's not right in their home. They feel like it's not good enough. And then he says in verse 7, Therefore I did not even think myself worthy to come to you. So he sent somebody else. How many times have you seen that where people will say, will you pray for me? People that maybe that aren't very close to God, or they don't feel good enough, so they ask somebody else to pray for them when they don't realize you can pray for God yourself. You can pray to God yourself. Just talk to him. He loves you. This man had such a low self-esteem, didn't feel worthy enough, but say to the word, he said, but say the word and my servant will be healed. And he's thinking low of himself. And here it is, Jesus says in verse 9, when Jesus heard these things, he marveled at him and turned around and said to the crowd that followed him, I say to you, I have not found such great faith, not even in Israel. And that's how highly God thought of him. And here this time he was thinking that he wasn't worthy, and yet the Lord thought he had the greatest faith, and he said he had never found such great faith, not even in Israel. So I just want you to know, you can turn to God and pray for yourself. You can pray and ask him. He'll speak to you. He loves you and he cares about you. So just don't think that you're not worthy enough. Just know that God loves you. That's all I got to say. God bless you. Have a good day.